Once I happened to meet a girl in a nightclub. We danced, then sat at the bar. Of course I treated. She offered to go to her. Supposedly her parents were not at home. Whatever it was, I had no idea that she lives not in the city, but in the vicinity. After collecting the rest of the money, I decided to call a taxi. He'll take you somewhere, we'll get there, I thought. Maybe we won't even have to go home. As I expected, the money was only enough for half the journey. The taxi driver dropped us off somewhere in the field. The road, as it turned out, was very, very bad, now mud, now a forest, in the bushes of which, at every rustle, my eyes acquired a huge round shape. And finally, the destination was reached, which was surprising. The house stood in the center of the village, but it was the largest and scariest, like in horror films. The girl did not break down for long and invited me into the house. I went in as the owner. Describing the house, I think, is very necessary. In the middle of the hall there was a huge fireplace in Victorian decor styles. There were many stuffed animals around. While I was looking around the hallway, Anna, her name, offered me a drink. A minute later she was already pouring 2 glasses of wine. Then there was a banal recognition of each other, after which, in an unequal battle with my greed, 3 bottles of wine fell. Quite good, I notice. Then it dawned on me that I was a little drunk. And then something happened that still makes me not go to unknown girls to visit and not drink their expensive wine. At first, Anna said that she needed to leave. Moving away, I again began to examine the room. For 5 minutes she was gone, and I realized that it was time to go upstairs. Having reached the stairs, under the floor, probably in the basement, there was some kind of movement, but not the kind that we hear when a cat runs or a rat crawls, but quite a lot, from which I assumed that there were 2, maybe 3 people below. A little worried, what a joke. Stepping quietly upstairs, I had already begun to distinctly hear whispering, which was initially incomprehensible, and I could not find the source. It became creepy, but I decided to ask Anna what it was. You never know. Rising higher, it was dark there. I called her softly, Anna, then 1 or 2 more. Then I heard that a noise was coming from the door, which was at the very end of the 2nd floor. I crawled there and heard. No, it seems to me it's still early, we need more wine. It seems that he is not yet so drunk. From the conversation, I understood what Anna was saying. Use sleeping pills, hold on, said another voice, the timbre of which reminded me of the voice of a man who had been in prison. Then I heard the 3rd timbre, which cannot be conveyed. You can't pull it any longer, it's becoming dangerous, he's hungry, he hasn't eaten meat for a long time. Don't make me go down there myself. And then I heard something click, very similar to a broken gun. Well, not to lie, about 5 seconds, and I fly out of the house as if in, and with the speed of the wind I fly through the entire dark street of this inconspicuous village, running into the forest. Behind me I heard some voices, but I did not want to check anything. I got home already in the morning. Fortunately, having run 2 kilometers, I got out onto the highway, caught a car, and it took me to the city. I don't know what was actually there, and I don't want to check it myself. Although if he remembered the road, perhaps he would go there and see what was there.
Thank you for your attention. Subscribe to the channel.